Well done. Well done. You're doing really well.
Is everything all right, Ness?
Now, one last push. Well done. A lovely little boy.
Quickly.
Right. One last push.
Maurice Dumont.
Eat your egg, Maurice. Put your exercise book away.
Maman, nobody else in my class is going to little Dorby's funeral.
You're going. You were there when it happened. For them, it's different.
I don't like the yolk. You know that.
Eat it.
baisser tes bras.
Did you see that? There's something special about that boy.
It is a gift from God, Madame Courbet.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here together to mourn the passing of little Paul Dobie, struck down by the evil force of diphtheria.
I don't think
Prime
he's
of
drunk
his young
yet.
years.
Madame Courbet.
Those of you who are there will remember his voice ringing out in the church above all others. And so says the word of the Lord. Our hearts also go out to Madame Dobie, her husband taken from her by this terrible war, and now her only child by this terrible disease.
Maurice!
Maurice! Maurice? Are you Maurice Dumont?
Can I help you? Since you are already on my property.
I called to your boy from the gate, but he didn't hear me.
What brings you up here, Doctor?
The district has new regulations. We're trying to keep diphtheria from spreading further down the valley. I'm here to check on conditions and on children who've been absent from school to see if they've taken ill. It's quite a walk into town from here.
I'm used to it.
You must be in town often.
Why?
You have no livestock on your property. It must be a pleasure to take the walk in to buy your food.
We grow what we can, and we buy what we need to.
Of course. May I ask how many of you live in the house?
Only Maurice and myself. My husband Edmund was recruited for the army, like all the men around here. Almost all the men.
And how old is your boy?
9.
Why isn't he in school?
I decided it would be best if I school him from now on.
Madame Dumont, school is compulsory for children of his age.
Scientists call this one Gryllus campestris, the black cricket. It's very common here. They are omnivorous. That means they can eat almost anything. Individually, they aren't dangerous, but they can reproduce very quickly. And when they do, they can destroy an entire crop. 2 years ago, the potato harvest was almost destroyed by this bug. They're difficult to see during the day. To avoid predators, they come out at night. But during the day, they live in their underground world, like our Dumont.
I was not...
Paying attention. I think it's time you came out from your little underground world and joined the rest of the class, Dumont. And I think you should stay after class to make up for the 10 minutes you disappeared. I am right, am I not, that you are fond of reading, but not so fond of listening to lessons? Then take this. You'll study it, and in 5 days' time you'll know it very well, won't you?
Yes, but at home. I can't...
What is it that you can't? You can't read? And why?
My mum, she says books are... Well, it doesn't matter.
Where did you get that?
Monsieur Prévost gave it to me.
I don't like the Prevosts, either of them. They come from the city, and I think they have the right to teach us everything. But they don't know anything. They know only what they read in books. And besides, your head is already full of nonsense without the help of your teacher. Come on, give it to me. I will return it to Monsieur Prévost tomorrow.
No.
No? What's more important to you, Maurice? What your teacher tells you, or what your mother tells you?
No!
Monsieur Prévost does not teach you good manners, that's for sure. I will keep it for now.
Do you study on your own now, Dumont?
I tried to get here in time, but the gate was already closed.
Well, you know the gate closes after first bell. So why are you still sitting here on the bench?
I wanted to read.
And have you finished the book?
No, not yet.
All right, well, why don't you tell me what you have read so far?
They hide themselves underground.
Who?
The black crickets. They live underground and come out at night, so we see them rarely. but we can hear them.
And are they good or bad for us, Maurice?
I don't really know yet, Monsieur Prévost.
I'm worried we're not doing enough to contain the epidemic.
Everyone at school's clearly worried, especially after Dobie. One child coughs, the rest of the class covers their mouths and they watch each other. Suspicious.
The army recruiters did their jobs well here, I'll tell you that. When was the last time you saw more than 2 men walking in town? Mothers keep their children at home to work. And I have to go to each house in order to get them into the infirmary.
I know, every day I arrive at classes with fewer and fewer students in them, and not because of the diphtheria.
Like that boy, Dumont. Yesterday I tried to convince his mother to send him back to school. Did you know she took him to Dobie's funeral? He seemed shocked.
Well, I suppose we are in the countryside and children have to grow up fast. Death's just a part of that.
It's the way his mother behaves with him. At the funeral, she nearly forced his head into the coffin like he was going to run away. I don't know, maybe she's just a particularly strict mother. In the end, I am lucky, compared with almost all the women in town. My husband is here with me.
Finish all the work in the yard. I have to go to town.
Yes, Mama.
I don't want you leaving the garden.
All right.
Do you hear me, Maurice Dumont? Not for any reason. You have to protect the house. And if anyone comes to the gate?
No one is allowed in the house unless you're here.
Good. I won't be long. See to some more water for the house and wood for the stove. You see this line? If anyone comes to the gate, you speak to them from here.
It's her. She's coming.
Madame Dumont?
Good morning.
Wait a minute, dear. Madame Armand, there's something we'd like to talk to you about.
To me?
It's about your son,
Maurice.
Jacques. You miss little Jacques.
The pain makes us similar. Our husbands are lost to the army and we all mourn a son.
We are all alone, but we can help one another.
You're very kind. And I know I can rely on you for your help. But I'm sorry, I have many things to do today.
We know that not even Maurice can fill in that void that's left by little Jacques. We can help you, Madame Dumont, and you can help us. We know that Maurice has a special relationship with his brother.
are rumours. I hope you don't really believe everything you hear. Maurice is just a regular boy.
My dear, all children are creatures of God, and every one of them is special. But your son has a gift.
It's a gift of God, Madame Dumont. It's been sent to us to soothe our pain.
And with the help of your son, we all have another chance to be with our children. You could too.
Thank you. But I have learnt to deal with my pain, and you should too.
Maurice? Maurice, it's Madame Armand. Madame Armand, do you recognize me?
I know who you are.
And your little friends?
I don't have any friends.
Why not?
I played Marco Polo with them once. That's all.
The night little Dolby died.
Yes.
Do you know who Marco Polo was?
No.
He was an adventurer. He travelled to places he didn't know, very far away. And he learned many strange things, rather like you.
I don't go very far.
I won't tell your mother you left the yard.
How do you know I wasn't meant to leave the yard?
I know a few things about you, Maurice. I know your mother has a special need for you. Do you know why? She needs you to keep the family together. Now, usually that's the role of the father. But he's far away, and you have a special talent. Do you know what I mean?
You want to talk to Jacques, don't you?
Jacques wants to talk to us, Maurice.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Jacques says that hurts.
I told you, finish your egg or you'll eat it later. Eat it. morning, Madame Dumont.
Good morning.
I've come to check on Maurice. I waited for you at the infirmary, but you didn't come. I brought something with me, something that I wanted to show you. This is where I studied. Here in the Colonial Health Corps. The only way a woman can become a doctor these days.
Why not just train here, at home?
Had I wanted to be a nurse, I could have stayed, but in order to do a man's job, I had to go where there weren't enough men.
Is that why they sent you here? To replace our men?
We are at war, Madame Dumont. We must all try to be understanding.
Well, you said you came to see Maurice.
I did.
Dr. Prevost is here to examine you. Do you want me to come?
I think I'll be okay with the doctor.
Fine then. You call me if you need anything.
Yes, Mama.
How do you feel today, Maurice?
I feel hot. I always feel hot.
My hand's cold, isn't it?
It feels good.
I'm going to ask you some questions and do some tests to find out why you have this fever.
All right, but I already know why.
You do?
Something bad is coming.
What do you mean, Maurice? You are right. And that is why we have to give a vaccination to every child in the valley. There is a medicine against this disease. And if we inject you with a very small quantity of the virus, your body learns how to protect itself, and the virus cannot harm you anymore.
But what if my body doesn't protect itself? Will I die too?
That won't happen.
Good morning, Marie.
Excuse the untidiness, Madame Armand. I was not expecting visitors. Not even Dr. Prevost, to be honest.
How are you, Madame Armand?
I'm very well, thank you, but you're here. Is Maurice sick?
Nothing serious. Just a touch of flu.
Madame Dumont, I will expect to see your son at school tomorrow morning. He'll be much safer with the vaccination.
I find it difficult getting used to a female doctor.
I cannot bear to hear her opinions on Maurice's health.
A woman in a man's place must be strong, even tough at times. Dr. Prevost is acting in good faith, even if there are certain things she cannot understand.
What can Dr. Prevost do for a child that is not her own?
Nothing. If he were blind, she would hand him a walking stick. What is medicine compared to a mother's guiding hand?
It would be one thing if she was just doing her job. But she looks at me as if she knows better. Well, she doesn't.
The poor child. He hasn't even had time to eat his breakfast.
What brings you up here, Madame Armand? We are so isolated and are not used to receiving visitors.
And I have a feeling that doesn't bother you at all. Am I right?
It is true. My son Maurice and I do not really seek the company of others.
From here you can see the garden covered in snow. And the white tops of the trees. It's very beautiful.
You were explaining the reason for your visit.
No real reason. Just wanted to chat, a talk with a little friend. Don't you ever need a friend? Or perhaps the company of someone you miss?
Please, sit here, Madame Armand. And we can have a little talk.
You won't mind if I sit here instead, will you?
Don't sit there! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to behave so stupidly.
Marie, I know how you feel. The place at the table is for Jacques, isn't it? You miss your husband, but not as much as you miss your son, your flesh, your blood.
It's just that I want him here with me.
No desire is stronger than wanting to have what you've lost.
I want to embrace him, feel his heartbeat, talk to him.
Maurice can do it. Isn't that true? Maurice can feel Jacques' heartbeat, talk to him.
Yes.
Isn't it what we all want? To be seen and heard by our children. Maurice will help us if you ask him. All you need is an object to remind you of Jacques, something of his. We all have something. A piece of clothing, a photograph. We will take care of the rest.
Madame Armand.
After your vaccination, immediately back home.
Maurice Dumont.
Hello, Maurice. This is called a stethoscope. It's for listening to your heart. Here. Here.
I don't want to listen anymore.
Why don't I do the listening and you do the breathing, all right? You're burning, Maurice.
Strange.
Well, it's not the first time a doctor cannot explain something.
How high did you say his temperature was?
Nearly high enough to burn me when I touched him. It's just not possible.
So what do you think it could be?
Deer fly fever, meningitis, maybe poisoning of some kind.
You don't look like you think it's really any of those. Do you think we should take him to hospital in town?
I don't know. The fever spiked and then it dropped as if nothing had happened. He said this has always happened to him. He didn't even seem to be affected. No irregular heartbeat, normal breathing, regular blood pressure. He wasn't even tired.
Well, I don't think I'll be seeing him for some time. His mother came and picked him up immediately.
She's very close to him. Not close. Every time I've seen her, she seems, I don't know, territorial, protecting the den.
Don't do it. Do you hear me? I don't want to. I don't want to play. I will never play again. Do you hear me? Because you're dead.
Open it. Go on. Close your eyes. It's very soft. Why don't you try it on? And then come downstairs and we'll go for a walk in the town.
Yes, Mama.
Hurry up now, we're going to be late.
Where are we going?
To town. To walk into town like other people do.
You don't have to button me up. I'm hot.
Do you know what kind of boy you are?
No.
You look exactly like the kind of boy I always knew you were. You look like an angel. What do you think?
About what?
About a photograph. Fine.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam. Oh, a bottle for the kid?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Come here. Now. Chevalier de la table ronde, goutte en verre si le vin est bon. Goutte en verre. Oui, 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 là, là. Yeah. Back up. Chin. Yeah. Goutte en verre, oui, oui, oui. Goutte en verre, non, non, non. Goutte en verre si le vin est bon. Goutte en verre, oui, oui, oui. Goutte en verre, non, non, non. Goutte en verre si le vin est bon. Which one do you like, Maurice? The bunny or the cat?
The bunny, please.
Oh, wonderful. Next time. Please me. Yeah. Ah, the bunny. Goutte en verre si le vin est bon. Yeah. Follow the bunny, Maurice. I mean, let your eyes follow the bunny. Yeah. Ready? I think you close your eyes. One more. Yeah?
That will be fine, monsieur. That will be fine. Come on, Maurice. Give it to me.
No, it's mine!
Give it to me! Now you also know what it's like to lose something you love.
Hello, Madame Dumont. Madame Armand asked me to bring you this.
Yes, I've been waiting for you. Do you need help getting it inside?
Well, it is a bit heavy. If there is someone who can help me.
It's best if I help you.
Why are you out here, Dumont? What are you doing?
I'm drawing.
And why only on one side of the paper?
This side is mine.
And does it have a name?
This is me, and this is my dad.
And why do you draw it on different sides?
It started off as a game, but now I can't stop it.
And where's the rest of your mother?
It's not finished yet.
Death is not an end. Death is just a passage from one reality into another, from one existence to another. If we try to pierce this barrier, it is for love, not power. But ladies, please ask yourselves with all your being if your desire to see your dead children is powerful enough to let you see them again.
Come in, Maurice.
Hello, young man.
Maurice, it is good to see you again.
Will you join us, Maurice? Do you know why we all want to meet with you today?
No.
It's because we've lost what we love most. Do you know what I'm saying to you, young Maurice?
Your children are dead.
Yes. Just like your maman. We want to find our children wherever they may be. You are here to help us. Start.
You do it, Maurice.
Now, I want to ask you to do one thing, Maurice. I want you to talk to your brother. Can you do it?
No. I never know when he'll come.
Why, Maurice? Why don't you want Jacques to appear? Maurice, do you want to talk about your brother?
I can't.
I want you to give an important message to Jacques.
What message?
I want you to tell him not to be afraid, that he's not alone. His mother and father love him.
He knows, Madame Armand.
What I mean is, I think that you understand deep down inside you what it is that Jacques wants. I want to help you find out what that is.
I already know.
Tell us, Maurice. Tell me, Maurice.
Now that he has his father back, he also wants his mother.
Is there something wrong, Madame Picoche?
No, it's just that I don't know. Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe the dead should be left where they are.
What's worrying you?
And you?
I was just thinking about this village. Abandoned to its fate without men. Besides me and a few others the army recruiters didn't want. You thinking about Dumont too?
Well,
You shouldn't get so attached to your patients.
with an epidemic at hand, you shouldn't get too attached to your students either.
Maurice, were you telling the truth? Jacques told you that?
Maman,
Edmund is dead.
Maman, send those women away.
You are lying. Edmund is not dead. I want to know the truth for once, Maurice. I want to talk to Jacques.
Nobody is allowed to talk to Jacques.
I understand you, you know. You don't want Jacques to talk to me. Isn't that right? I knew it. I always knew it.
If you want, I'll tell you what Jacques and I did today.
I don't care. You are a liar. You always have been.
Maman, since those women arrived, I feel Jacques is not alone anymore.
Really? So can he see me?
I didn't say that. I just said he is not alone anymore. There are other children with him. And that
You're doing it again, Maurice. That's enough. Do you hear me? I'll not listen to any more of your lies. You are wicked, Maurice. If Jacques had been the one who survived,
Then one of them.
curiouser and curiouser. Oops.
How long has she been here?
I don't know. I found her when I came in this morning.
Was the main door locked?
Never. There's nothing to steal in here.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Excuse me. Please.
Well, who's with the children?
I left them with Madame Armand. I promise I'll be back soon. What happened?
Madame Picouche is dead, and it's not a very pretty picture.
It was the devil. The devil is not natural.
What kind of devil?
One of the worst. First glance, I'd say tetanus.
What do you want? I'm busy.
It's about Madame Picouche. She's dead. They found her in the church this morning. Terrible. What do we do now?
What happened is terrible. But unfortunately, we can do nothing about it. Madame Corbet, Madame Dobie is here. I'm afraid she has some terrible news for us. Now listen to me. I don't want either of you to speak of this to Marie. We need her and Maurice, and we cannot take the risk of her backing away now.
What are you doing?
Come on now. Let us pray for Madame Picouche.
away, Jacques! Send them away!
Get out of that chair now. That's Jacques' suit.
Madame Pecouche had already had tetanus and survived it. She got it from an infected needle. She was rushed to hospital, but she was pregnant. It caused her to lose her baby. Do you think this is normal? If Madame Pecouche had already had tetanus, she must have developed quite a significant number of antibodies.
As if she'd been vaccinated.
Exactly. Also, she would have recognised the symptoms and asked for help. Yet it looked like she died instantly. Her skin was purple and the muscular spasms so strong they burst the capillaries.
So what are you going to do?
I'll write a report and ask the hospital to do an autopsy. We already have an epidemic of diphtheria to deal with.
I'm ready to tell you everything
You are?
about the insects.
Oh, I see. You'd like to talk about the black crickets?
I'm ready now.
May I take your cap, Maurice?
No.
So, Maurice, go ahead. Teach the teacher.
They hide. We're near them every day without seeing them. But we can hear them at night. Usually they're not dangerous.
Usually.
Sometimes we can't control them.
Do they ever become dangerous?
Only when there are many of them.
Do you like this house, Maurice? Would you like me to show you around? Why don't we take your cap off so that we can have a talk?
No. Thank you.
Is that no thank you to the talk or no thank you, I'd like to keep my cap on? Is there something you don't want me to see, Maurice? Maurice, I'm going to take your cap off now because I want to see. Your head. Do you want to tell me what's happened? Does that hurt when I touch it?
I don't know what it is.
What happened to you, Maurice?
I don't know. I woke up, it was just there.
Come. I'm going to put my hands on your head again. Is that all right?
All right.
You tell me if it starts to hurt.
What is it?
Where did you find him?
He turned up at the
I
door.
asked Maurice to return a book for me for tomorrow's class, and as it was late, we decided we should give him a lift home.
We're not used to receiving visitors at this late hour, Doctor.
And I'm not used to having my patients turn up at my door with injuries that they can't explain. Now I'm going to show you so that you can tell me exactly what they are.
If this is about school...
It's not about school. Does that hurt, Maurice?
It feels nice. Your hands are cold.
You look as if you've lost something,
No,
Doctor.
actually, I think I might have found something. It is not!
Maurice. It's fine.
There is nothing for you to see here, Monsieur Prévost.
Thanks for your report, Maurice.
What report is he talking about?
No, please, let me try.
No, no, I want to get there quickly.
I really don't like your quickly.
Will it work without the couche?
Only three of you?
You remember that Madame Pécuche wasn't feeling well the other night.
It will work anyway. Right, Madame Armand?
Just take care of Maurice.
You saw them too. He did have bruises around his neck. He had scars on his head. He had a temperature. All of it just disappeared as soon as we took him home.
I don't know. Scars don't just disappear.
I've examined him at least twice before today. He's never had those injuries. Not injuries, those cavities on his skull were more like forceps marks.
Looks like Maurice's.
At birth, the baby's skull is soft, and forceps can cause permanent damage to the head, like Maurice had tonight, but this can only happen at the birth.
It is Maurice's. It's got one of his drawings.
Wait a moment. I need to know if he had these marks at birth.
So, what did you say to Dr. Prévost, Maurice?
Maurice had a twin brother. He died at birth, strangled by his umbilical cord.
You really should take a look at this. It looks like it was drawn by two different people.
He doesn't hear us.
Should we continue?
Maurice, we need to know what you said to Dr. Prévost before starting tonight.
We spoke about insects. They are black. They come out at night. There are so many of them. I can't control them all. There are too many of them.
I don't want to do this. First because dies and...
Dead! Too late.
Maurice? Maurice?
My son.
Lydia?
Finished it. There's something strange. It's almost like it's been etched on the page.
Fold it. Fold it in half. Strangled by the umbilical cord.
Jacques! Jacques! Jacques!
Please, let me try to stop.
Did you notice how when we were at the house, that it was warm, unusually warm? There was no frost in any of the windows.
Careful!
Oh,
You all right?
are you? Oh, oh, damn!
Wait, where are you going?
Are you sure? You sure you're all right?
Sure.
You fixed the car.
Right. Come on, come on. Please. Please.
Madame Dumont, step away from the bed, Maurice.
Get out!
Maurice?
I said go away!
Madame Dumont. Madame Dumont.
Jacques, it's me. Jacques!
Madame Dumont, Maurice!
Jacques needs his mother!
Jacques? Maman.
Jacques. You are here with me now, Jackie. You'll always stay with me, won't you?
No, Maman. You will come with me. You will come with me now, Maman.
Are you ready?
Thank you.